Hello, welcome back to the Master Edition for PlayStation Doom. This is Impossible Mission. 136 enemies and a kind of normal level of secrets in this one, 4. And it has kind of been a bit of an impossible mission for me to get through it, because I keep making mistakes, or I die, or I forget where one of the secrets is. But anyway, let's try again. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is just clear out a few enemies. I could do this bit at the end, but I'm going to do some of it now anyway. That is the, as I'm sure you've guessed, that's the exit. How that didn't get me, I don't quite know. I always forget that there's a few around there every time. There's a bit of a exit there, or entrance. It doesn't open up until a bit later. I'm a bit reluctant to use rockets against that Revenant, because if you're not careful, the auto aim's going to take them down towards where the pinkies are, and then I'm going to blow myself up. But it seems to be okay. In fact, I think one of his rockets killed the pinky. Yeah, so there's the yellow door. I can't get through there yet, obviously. That has now opened up, as said. But there's nothing much here, a bit of health and some ammunition. So I've got two choices. I can go down here or up here. So this way is to the blue key. I think I'll do this first. So within these pillars of toxic slime, we have some Hell Knights, or, well, probably Barons of Hell, actually. So just 2 left. Quite a few rockets on this level, so I can use these quite liberally. And there is the blue key. I don't need any plasma, so press the switch into the teleport and then drop down. This takes me back to where I was earlier. I'll get him later. So I have the blue key, I can go through there, but I think I'm going to go this way now and work my way towards the yellow key. And this was the key that I had trouble with earlier. I think it's fair to say it bugged out on me. I pressed a switch and Well, basically I pressed a switch which should have raised a bridge, but it didn't. But as I understand it, that can happen with that particular part of the map. It would seem it can happen even on, you know, the regular version. So this area is going to open up fairly soon. And there's armor there if we need it. And there's also a switch here which you will press to open up this area. And I'm assuming it simultaneously opens this area as well. Yeah, I guess it must do. That is the way to the yellow key. But first, I'm just going to go back around here in a circle. And within a couple of these like flesh-like areas, there are more zombie men, riflemen, and a revenant. I think that one was behind the curtain, yeah. Yeah, it pays to have a check because there's usually one floating around somewhere. Okay, on with getting the yellow key. I think the best thing I can do, drop straight down, take care of these enemies first, and then once you've done that, we can use the BFG. As you go forward, this platform comes down. Good thing about this level is the toxic floors are harmless. Thankfully. That would make it much harder. Much more of a challenge. I don't need any ammunition. Now, around the corner, we've got more revenants. Quite a few more, actually. Oh, just the one. Okay. So apparently, yeah, this platform sometimes lowers again when it shouldn't. I have seen that happen. But what I'm going to do here is to press this, and that should raise the bridge, which it didn't a couple or three attempts ago. So that teleports me back. I'm going to run across and grab the yellow key, and yes, I've seen that lower again when someone's tried to run across it for the second time. So have the yellow key, which is the most important thing. Now I thought that was supposed to raise up. I'm sure it's supposed to. I don't know quite what to say about that. Anyway, the important thing is... Yeah, because you have to press that, don't you, to open the door right at the back there. So I've clicked on it anyway. And it's worked. Although I've got the key, I can't yet do anything with this, so I have to go back. Yeah, let's get some rockets. And a couple of Hell Knights, sorry, Barons will now be unleashed. Alright, let's grab the super shotgun from there. I think there's still a pinky below. So I can use the yellow key, but I can't get any further. So that's as far as I can get at the moment. But I do have the blue key. And I'm going to step through here. Through the blue door. The Revenants are taking care of the Nightmare shotgunners. Alright. That's them taken care of. Now within these toxic pillars, which thankfully can't hurt me, are Barons, which of course can hurt me. But we'll come to that in a second, because as you step through the threshold, they are then released. Okay, so currently still no secrets, but we're about to rectify that. So first of all, I'm just going to walk through here and take care of some more of the same enemies. Nothing here apart from a switch, which I'm going to press. And I think that switch will have lowered the barrier that was here. So that's gone. Now along here is a secret. I don't know. I don't think it's as easy to see as in the original. In fact, it looks exactly the same to me. But I think it's this one. I think in the original you had some like slime at the bottom of the wall, but here there wouldn't be any, but as you can see it looks all the same in this version. So that's the first secret, and one that I very often forget is there's another one there, which takes you to where the Revenants and other enemies were. So I'm going to just get that. That's the second secret. I think I'm okay for the minute. I don't really need a supercharge. As you step onto this bit here, you may hear a lift. So that is immediately to the left as you walk through. And just grab what you need. And that counts as the third secret. And then you can just exit through the railings. And if you remember, at the beginning of the video, there was an enemy up there. So looking good. I've got 2 out of the 3 keys, and I'm just all of a sudden going a bit blank. I don't know why. Why am I going... Ah, it does help if you get the key, which is this way. Yeah, I knew something didn't quite add up. This room always reminds me of that room in Doom 64. I forget the name of the level though. I don't quite know that as well. Press that switch and then step onto the lift and shoot the enemy that I usually forget about. Press the switch. And that, I presume, has... No, that hasn't raised that yet. Oh, I know what that's done. I know what that's done, yeah. If we go back in this direction, that will have lowered... Yeah. This, press the switch, that now makes the red platform accessible. Step onto it. And immediately I'm going to basically just jump off. For obvious reasons. Quite a few barons there. I think the original version had an arch-vial as well. Which, God, that would be nasty. I don't exactly need it, but I may as well take everything. So, unfortunately, we have to, unless you tackle them all up on the same platform, but most people probably drop down. So you have to go back again to get the red key. And now I can go through either red door take care of the enemies. And the last secret is... I'm just wondering, is it the switch that takes care of that door on the left? Yes, it is. And the last secret lowers this. So health and ammunition. And that's it, that's everything. So I'm in very good shape. Time to go. So quite a good level that. I quite enjoyed it, even though it took me a few practice runs to get through it without making mistakes or getting killed. So the next level is Tombstone, and there can't be too many left now. So thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.